And thanks so much for all the advocates that continue to have the oversight in ensuring that people are safe and are treated with human dignity. Um, I want to make something very clear. I believe, and like I said at my town hall last night, that the erosion of due process is a threat to all of us, no matter your name, no matter your immigration status. When they chip away at the constitutional rights and due process of many of our immigrant neighbors, those are our rights and due processes that they're chipping at. So a wrong turn should not lead to a disappearance and an erosion of someone's due process or being treated with human rights. For years, we've been saying it is too easy for people to accidentally end up in the toll plaza. We've had to lobby for more signage and warnings. It's in the backyard of a community that has 20 different ethnicities. But I do want to make it clear, people are still making this innocent mistake that now has the possibility to destroy their lives. It's heartbreaking and infuriating to hear the story of Sahara and Mr. Prada. They were both held at the local facility that I visited in March. At that time, Merck's clients had just suffered a terrible and dehumanizing experience at the facility, held for days with their children who got sick and didn't have access to medical care. They didn't even have access to Tylenol for their sick toddler. I saw firsthand those conditions, and we're talking about a room with two basic cots. It's not even equipped with long stay, for long stays or children. Even some of the agents there had to have others supply donations of toys and different kinds of items that were in a different room. I mean, so this is an office space that is not equipped for detention or long-term stays, especially of families. So when I visited, they told me that on March 21st, they had detained about 213 people since January. More than 90% of those people were mistakenly driving into the plaza. We don't know how many have been detained since then. They told me 12 families had been detained in that office building. We were worried that there had been more. CPP and the folks at the field operations folks there told me again, it's not designed to hold people long term. They seem to be blaming other agencies for that reason, for allowing that long-term stay. It was a new situation for many of the officers to be holding families and individuals this long, and not something that they were doing under the previous administration. Individuals and families are housed in the office building, as I said, that are not, again, designed to hold people long-term. I saw it. It was very clear that it was done in a way, again, to just accommodate for, again, the change in policy with no planning, no consideration. It looked very reckless. And again, there was it seemed like no situation in regards to what if there's children? What if there's someone sick? And again, people were held for days. The gentleman that gave me the tour said, yes, one individual was held for more than 300 hours. But most concerning, as I asked about the suicide attempt at the tunnel detention site, we don't know if that they have the care that they need in those locations. It's very small spaces in some of those detention sites, especially the one at the tunnel. They told me and showed me the one at the bridge and how that specific place, again, you probably see it, it's probably as small, could fit a little tiny little bench. There's no facility to go to the bathroom. You have to go in a different location. Again, it's not built for long-term detention. But again, we don't know what exactly is happening. There's a lack of transparency. I was pleased that they allowed us to come in such short notice when I did give them notice. But again, we need to find out what is the plan? How do we make sure that people's rights are not being violated? And again, one of my jobs as a member of the House Oversight Committee and as a member of the United States Congress is that oversight. And so I think it's important that we have transparency in these agencies, but also an understanding how reckless and cruel these decisions are being made. Our neighbors and families should not be disappearing because they make a wrong turn, but even more importantly, we should not, again, allow inhumane and cruel conditions for families that are now stuck in between the fear-mongering policies and not wanting to truly address some of the root causes of our broken immigration system. So again, it's incredibly important that no family, no mother, no child, no individual should be put in conditions that lead them to want to take their own life. In many ways, a mother having to separate herself from her children because she was so worried about their care. No one, again, should have to go through that. And again, it's happening right here in our backyard in Michigan. People forget we are a border community. We need to make sure, and again, many advocates know this, to protect those from having their rights violated, but more importantly, not being treated with cruelty, um, and being taken care of with the medical care that they need. Again, I can't imagine as a mother nursing my child or having one and a 5-year-old, they told me was there that came from the agents in a small room for days. That is, again, unacceptable. We need to continue to speak up about it. With that, I'll turn it over to Miriam. And again, thank you all so much for allowing me to share what I've learned and what I saw firsthand.